Hello, my name's Harry and I am the Hendy Ford brand manager. Thank you for joining us. As you can see, I'm with the all-new Kuga. It's returned from its 24-hour customer test drive and I have to say we're really excited about this one. Coming up, we're going to be looking at the all-new Kuga in more depth. I'm joined by some of the Hendy Ford team across a number of our dealerships and we'll be showing you more information on the exterior, the interior and the exciting new drivetrains that are available. There is still some understandable concern and hearsay around hybrid vehicles and capability, so we have one of our product experts on hand ready for some myth busting. I hope you enjoy our launch videos.
Thank you, Harry. I'm Charlotte, the product genius here at Hendy Ford Fareham, and I'm going to be showing you around some of the key features of the exterior regarding the all-new Ford Kuga. So a quick overview, the Ford Kuga is 80 kilos lighter and has much better aerodynamics, which helps with CO2 emissions and better fuel consumption. Also, Ford have based their research with their customers to make the car much more sleeker. It's slightly wider, ever so slightly lower and a little bit longer. So as standard on the Ford Kuga ST Line and ST Line X is the ST Line body styling kit, which includes the red brake calipers, the black roof rails, and also comes with a large rear spoiler. The all-new Kuga has fuller LED headlamps, which are standard from titanium upwards. You can also get the quad LED headlights, which is available on the optional technology pack, which is standard on a Ford Kuga First Edition. The all-new Ford Kuga comes with 18-inch alloy wheels as standard on an ST line. This particular model has the 19-inch alloy machine-finished wheels, which is the ST Line X standard wheels. You can also get a 20-inch alloy option available on the ST Line X. So my final feature, before I hand you back to Harry, is the hands-free tailgate on the new Ford Kuga. So all you need to do is walk up to the vehicle and just swing your leg underneath and it opens up. You'll also notice that the boot is now substantially lower than the old Kuga, which enables better loading and unloading experiences for our customers. You can shut the boot by pressing the button on the top, or again swing your leg underneath the tailgate and it will close for you.
I'm sure you'd agree that exterior looks brilliant. Now let's take a look at the interior of the all-new Kuga.
Thanks for joining me. My name's Lucy. I'm the product genius here at Hendy Ford store in Portsmouth. Now we've looked at the exterior, let's take a look inside the all-new Kuga. Inside we have the partial leather interior with red stitching. This is the Sync 3 system, which has DAB as standard. It also has two extra buttons on here, which this one will show you what the car is doing, so we're idling at the moment. Going back to the home page, this will also show you how much charge your car has and how long it's going to take with each individual charger to charge fully. You also have your navigational system. You have mobile apps, which is compatible to each phone, and then settings where you can go into, and also your Ford Pass, which is a great app to have and also gives you the opportunity to have a vehicle hotspot.
Okay, thank you everyone. Now we're moving into the exciting section of our launch, which is the myth busting section with Billy.
Hi, my name's Billy. I'm the Assistant Sales Manager here at the Hendy Ford store in Portsmouth. There seems to be a lot of apprehension and confusion about the all-new Ford Kuga plug-in hybrid. So let me settle some of these with some myth busting. Well, that'll depend on how you're charging it. If you're charging it overnight with a 3-pin plug, it can take just 6 hours, which is the whole time that you're sleeping. If, however, you're going to charge it with a wall box, it can be done in just 3.5 hours. The Kuga plug-in hybrid has a range of around 35 miles when it will drive just electric only. So to give you a basic maths equation to tell you how much that's going to cost you in real life, it has a 14.4 kilowatt battery, so an average electric tariff of around 16p per kilowatt hour. It will cost you around £2.30 to charge it fully. That's less than £10 for 140 miles of cleaner, more energy efficient driving. False. So because the Kuga plug-in hybrid uses a 2.5 litre Drivetrain petrol engine with the battery, as long as you continue to keep it fueled like you do with your current car now, you're never just going to stop. Clever technology means the car will run electric only. It will run with petrol and electricity together at the same time, giving you the best MPG, but it will also run petrol only as well. As well as charging from home, there are more than 13,000 charging stations across the UK, all easily findable on apps such as ZapMap. Your Ford Kuga plug-in hybrid through the navigation system will also identify electric charging stations that you can pre-program into the sat-nav as well. Our fully trained Ford technicians here at the Hendy Group are ready and on hand to service your Kuga plug-in hybrid as soon as it's due, every 12 months or every 12,500 miles. You'll be driving peacefully as well, knowing that the battery is covered for 8 years or 100,000 miles. The high voltage components are covered for 5 years, 60,000 miles, and the remainder of the car is covered for 3 years and 60,000 miles also. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps ease some of the anxiety over exploring this incredible new car, the Ford Kuga plug-in hybrid. I'm going to pass you back over to Harry now.
Okay, let's now head 90 miles away over to our Tunbridge Wells branch to discuss the drivetrain options for the all-new Kuga.
Hi, I'm Steve from Hendy Ford in Tunbridge Wells. I wanted to talk to you about the all-new Ford Kuga. My job today is to tell you about the driving modes that this great vehicle has, and also the wonderful hybrid technology and the electric driving modes, obviously, which this vehicle offers. If you want to follow me inside, I'll go through all of the features, fill you in on what we can do. Okay, right, so now we're in the cabin. As I said, we're going to run through the different driving modes and also the different electric EV modes, obviously, which the PHEV obviously has to offer. So we'll pan into the main screen and I'll talk through it all with you. Right, so first mode is normal mode. So for nice dry normal roads, dry conditions absolutely fine, so normal dry conditions. Second mode is Eco, so that'll help you when you're driving in slow conditions around town, save more on fuel, and also when you're also on the motorway at the high end, it'll also give you economy when you're driving at motorway speeds too. So moving on to the next mode, Sport mode. Lovely orange colours that shoot up there, makes the throttle a bit peppier, the acceleration's a bit sharper, really feels like the car's had an adrenaline boost when you kick into that mode. And now moving on to more inclement weather, slippery mode, so very, very wet conditions or slightly icy roads, just where there's going to be a little bit of traction issues, it'll control the throttle, give you more bite on the road. And then obviously for really heavy conditions, say going out in deep snow or sand where the traction is really difficult, it'll control again the ABS, it'll control the traction, put the power to the correct wheels to get you over and through obstacles with obviously very, very heavy weather conditions. And then back to normal. Yeah, so that's the standard driving mode. Hopefully that's nice and clear. Right, so talking obviously now about the EV mode, which I think everyone's interested in. So if we zoom in, we'll go through those now. So we've got 4 modes. So the main mode, which most people are going to run in, is normal operation, which is EV Auto. So that's where you literally give the Kuga control of jumping between the Drivetrain petrol engine and also the hybrid motor to give you a combination of the two. Next mode is all electric driving. So this is where we talked earlier that if you've got a full charge, you're going to run the car completely silent electric mode, and it'll give you up to 35 miles. So fantastic proposition for around town driving. We've also got EV later, so that means you want to have electricity from your hybrid battery, but you want to save that for later, so the car will run on the normal petrol engine until you change the mode. And then you've also then got charge mode, so that will run on the petrol engine, but the engine will give as much charge as it can into to the battery to obviously charge it up, and also when you're driving, when you're coasting or when you're braking, any of that energy that's normally lost from braking is regenerated through the system and put back into the hybrid battery. So where the car can always keep putting power back into the electric battery, it will do so when you're coasting. Now we've talked about the drive mode and the fact that the car does regenerative braking, which puts battery back into the power of the battery. I'm going to talk about proper charging it with a plug-in technology. So as part of the Kuga as standard, as you can see in the book, we've got the cables laid out here. So you've got your conventional plug, which everyone knows, which is a 3-pin, which you plug into a wall socket at home. So you can plug this in at night, charge the car for 6.5 hours. Ford have a wonderful app called the Ford Pass app, which you download from the App Store, which works with every Ford, but particular vehicles like the Kuga, which has obviously the hybrid technology. You can program in the evening a time that you want the charging to start. So say 1 in the morning if you've got slightly cheaper electric, it will charge overnight, ready for you to get in for your morning commute, so that's great. You also have this slightly thicker, more powerful cable which works with the wall box, which you can have as an accessory by Ford, which will charge the vehicle in 3.5 hours, so a little bit quicker, and it has 2 plugs at each end. So that's your one with the wall box, and this is your conventional 3-pin plug to plug in at home, which everyone sort of knows really. So with this vehicle, if you charge it fully 100%, you'll get 35 miles of pure electric driving. If you leave the car in auto mode, with 100% electric charge, you get a full range of 465 miles. So that fills you in on how we plug it all in, and hopefully that sort of finishes off a little bit about all the technology, especially with how we power it and obviously the driving modes. I'll pass you on to one of my colleagues for the next section.
I'm sure you'll agree that for a multitude of reasons, the all-new Ford Kuga is a brilliant addition to the Ford range. If you'd like to learn more, or to book a test drive or book an appointment to have a chat with one of the member of our sales team, we'd be more than happy to help. You can visit our website, social channels, or even come and see us in the dealership. Thank you for watching.